everyone, I hope you are doing well. I am a little bit all over the place, so do excuse. I have been waiting for the roadwork noise to stop, and it's been a very frustrating morning so far. It's been very loud, very dusty, and there was perfect lighting, and then they were doing all this sort of noise, and then the sun started popping out, and it's one of those days where the light is just going to be changing. And anyway, I am hoping that there won't be too much noise, but I think the likelihood of that is very, very low. So I'm so sorry about that if anything noise-wise comes up at any point. So what I thought I'll share today is a little sketchbook that I started on the 15th of September, and it I was really inspired to start something new, so I just thought I'll do a bit of, something different to a sketchbook. And what I did was I started a new, to me, style of art, which involves watercolor, it involves doodling, and it's very therapeutic, and it basically ticks all the boxes, and I can finally start using up a lot of markers and acrylic pens and fine liners that I haven't used for a long time. And I thought to create that style of art, what would be very useful, here we go, the noise. I am sorry if this video will be a little bit choppy, but I had to stop. The noise was just intolerable. I feel like I'm losing my mind here. Anyway, so I thought what would be quite useful is to go through all of my fine liners, swatch them out, and have a very quick visual reference point where I can find the exact thickness, the exact color that I need to do this sort of doodle work. Some of the pens have they deposit quite a bit of ink at the beginning, and then the line is sort of thinned out at the end. Some pens don't do that, so that kind of creates a look really in itself. And then also you can probably see this line here. This is a metallic color which I haven't used much before at all, and I will get back to them in a few minutes as well. So that's what I've been doing, just watching things out, going through my markers, and really having them all in one place. All of the pen related sort of inks and whatnot, I decided would be good to have collected and swatched out just here. And basically that's what I've been doing. I also added a few new colors which are part of the September haul, Jackson's haul that's coming up soon. Or in fact, I don't know which video will be up first, but I will share those with you. And then here we have some Mololtow as well. And Mololtow's metallic gold is an interesting one. It's more of a flat color, and I'd say it's like an olive green with a bit of a sheen to it rather than a full-on metallic. Like, for example, this one here. You can see it looks a lot more metallic, so the Poscas are more up my alley. And in terms of the pattern work, whatever I kind of like, I quickly drop it down here so that I have, again, something to look back, because I like the composition of certain colors, certain patterns, and the idea is that I will carry that through. But before I actually started filming, I also thought what could be nice, this paper feels quite good for pencils, but again, that would be a major job, and it would probably eat up quite a few pages, although there are 80 pages here, so I think I'm okay to do that with. Anyway, pencils, I thought maybe I'll dedicate one page per color, so for instance like yellows and oranges and so on. going through different brands, but just having all the colors on one side, something I might consider. I don't know. I've been doing a lot of swatching and a lot of organizing of my art supplies, and it really helped me to remind myself of what I have so I can start using things. Okay, so coming back to this little sketchbook, this is the Talents Art Creation Sketchbook, and I have it in a white. You can see it's still sort of packaged, and this is the black one. So 80 sheets, 12 by 12, 140 GSM, and it's acid free, so it's quite reasonably thick. Watercolor wise, I don't really like this paper for. I think I tried somewhere, oh, on here with the Pentel color brushes, and even just a little bit of water, it really did buckle the page, and I felt like it made the ink sort of come through a bit heavy on those watered areas. So yeah, I wouldn't do it. So I haven't even done it with the Tombow dual brush because I like how the swatches look, and I'm not sure I would intend these pens for water usage in this style. So that's that. I actually also taken my first picture off the wall because I framed it, and I wanted to show you. I really like this. So this was the first one I've done in this style, and it was pretty much after we returned back from the creation, from the holidays. I was really inspired by the beach and the colors and the pebbles and the patterns and everything. So this is where it all kind of started for me. And basically then I've done another arrangement here. And this is how it starts, just as a watercolor wash, and then over it I will then doodle all the pens and the acrylic paints. Pens, I mean. So let's move on to how I store my pens. So these are all my Uni Poscas, and they're really easy for me to find now, and these are all of my Mololtows. Also, I have organized these pens. Now these have a lot of space here, but for now I'm using these containers because that's what I had. And you can see I actually can this way see the numbers of the pens and the colors quite well, so I'm using these ones. And what else did I want to show you? So let's see, this is another one, like another box that I keep of markers that I don't use that often, but basically these are the graphic Derwent liners, and I think the reason I don't use them very often is because of the colors. I wish the colors were more in line with the Poscas and the Mololtow colors, but I do like the texture of it. And finally, let's talk about the Finetech Coliro watercolors. So they are made in Germany, and in my opinion they're the best metallic watercolors that are out there. So I really like using them as accents. So the way I like to work with them is actually putting them over like maybe markers that are waterproof, and that way you'll kind of bring out that lovely metallic color. So basically I had this set for a long time. It's all the golden colors in there, and then I had this set as well, which I didn't use much. I did use a couple of colors. I really like the bronze for instance, but there are also quite a few colors that need to go over black to really come out. So I've done black dots, and you can see right next to the color, the colors are then a lot more visible. I should show you without the plastic lid, really. So here you go. Now I really wanted, this was from actually a few years ago, really wanted to get the Earth set of the 6 colors. And this time I went through the colors on Jackson's and realized that actually out of 6 I already had 4 across these 2 palettes. So the Tibet Gold, I have it in this palette. Bronze, I have it in this palette. A golden orange, that's the one I didn't have, and that's this one. Then a red brown I had here. Red I have here. And then finally chocolate, that's the second color I didn't have. So in fact just these two colors from the earth palette I didn't have. So the others I actually put a little palette together myself, and the golden olive doesn't possibly work very well in here, but I liked it as a color and I wanted to try it. So I find that the golden olive and the golden orange, they actually separate into two colors and are very, very pretty. So I'll show you a nice little close up here, and you can see the separation in the actual pans. Now the good thing is the plastic palette was empty and cost about between 2 and 3 pounds, Great British pounds, and then you buy these little separate, and then when you run out you can, you know, do whatever you want, and also bind them individually. They come with stickers so you can stick them together, whereas when you buy them as a ready palette like with these, the smaller colors, they do not come out. They're little tablets of the watercolor that are set inside the plastic palette, so once it's all finished you can obviously use the palette for something else, but you can't repurchase that color. And if you really liked it, then you will have to repurchase in a bigger pan like that. And this is also a ready palette that I bought, exactly everything the same, with the only exception that it didn't have any stickers for me to stick in, or it didn't come pre-stuck, pre-stickered. So yeah, that's basically what it is. And that's, I think, all I wanted to mention for today. I hope you found it somewhat inspiring. It is really helpful to sometimes, if you have a few hours spare here and there, maybe 20 minutes at a time, just to go through your art supplies to reignite your curiosity and inspiration. Thank you for watching. I will be logging off now because the noise is coming back. See you soon.